Mr.
Isaac.
Isaac, and Mr. Rich.
Wow, Mr. Rich.
Mr. Richard.
Mr. Rich.
Mr. Richie Rich.
Big shout out
And
to
of course to Mr. Aloe and to Boss Nate and to Ender. So without further ado, let's go into the game.
the draft.
Game number 2. Kings
Oh.
Esports versus Veteran. We are now at the 4th pick. As we can see, Kings Esports using a Pudge.
Yeah, very
TI2, TI1.
This is interesting.
Interesting lineup.
So far, there is a strong combination between the Juggernaut and the Magnus. It deals well versus the Phantom Lancer. That's why I actually doubt why the Phantom Lancer was picked. Juggernaut is also one of the best laners versus the Darkseer because you can just go and spin away. And
the Spinneroonie.
Even if you don't spin, you can just literally right-click down any hero with the any creep with Iron Shell, just heal up.
And of course, Crystal Maiden with the Pudge. Instant super slow.
Instant slow.
Into the lane with Frost Nova. You have the Rot. Also in the level 15 Rot with the extra slow talent from the Pudge. Oh man, more and more casualties for this game. More and more deaths. But again, Team Veteran countering them with the Sand King and the Darkseer again for their lineup.
Yeah, it's very. Veteran could consider getting the OD right now.
Counter for the DK.
With the DK. They can also consider something. Well, I'm thinking of standalone here in the mid. Like Death Prophet with an Aeon disc. It's also great this game. It's great against the Magnus, great against the Juggernaut in general.
And the Pudge.
The Pudge as well.
I mean, if whenever the Death Prophet gets hooked, I mean, she can just pop out that Spirit Siphon or maybe the Exorcism. And of course, the pushing potential of Team Veteran with the Exorcism and the Illusions from the PL.
Lina as well.
But a cheese pick for a cheese pick. Huskar is the last pick for Team Veteran. And this is exciting. I mean, it's going to be a lot of skirmishes in the early stages of the fight.
I'm not sure how this will fare versus the Juggernaut, but in general, versus the DK, it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't completely dumpster the DK, but the DK is gonna have a little bit of a problem versus the Huskar. Just a little bit.
In the first 5 minutes.
In the first few minutes of the game, for sure. But when the BKB does come in, that's a big swing in favor of.
Will he build the BKB early? That's the
it will.
That's
take
the
time.
question.
It will take time for sure.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Pudge pick.
I don't like the PL though. But yeah, let's see if this will be. I'm not gonna guess anything about this. I just wanna see how these two teams are gonna try to outplay each other. And this is game number 2, guys, again, for the grand final of the MOGUL Mayhem monthly final.
And of course, thank you so much to our viewers who are still watching.
Correct.
And I'm guessing that the game is now ready. And shout out to our international viewers. Thank you so much. Please do share our stream because we love you guys. And we know that you love us too. And shout out to MET, Mogul Esports, and Mineski TV for bringing us this tournament. What's interesting for the lineup of Kings Esports, they opted to go for another cheese strategy. In the first game, we saw the Brood Mother, but now we are seeing a Pudge. The Dandy Pudge. Yeah. But this is a pause for Pudge.
This is.
Let's see. Let's go into the game. Let us first introduce our players. Yurek on his signature Crystal Maiden, Tet as the Pudge, Tokyo abusing Dragonite, Killua as the Juggernaut, and Enryu as the Magnus.
On the other side, you have Leo, the Phantom Lancer. You have Kenji having the Jakiro. Rap is the Sand King. It's Insane, the Huskar, and it's Shoti for the Darkseer, the off lane.
1 win away for Team Veteran to get a little bit of moolah, as we can see the Krabby Patty courier being showed to us by Mr. 8L to the O. And there you have it, guys. The Aegis.
Aegis of the Immortal.
The Immortal.
Belonging to Team Liquid as of this moment.
Yep.
We're nearing the TI season anyways.
And to Mr. Engineer here into the shop. The shop engineer.
The shopkeeper.
Who's that? Who is that?
From the right.
From the right side? Whose statue is that?
Which one?
Okay.
Oh,
Is that Papa J?
No, that's not
Papa
probably
J.
Nacolite
Is that
or
Warlock?
something.
Maybe Warlock.
It's not.
I don't know. Yeah, that statue.
I don't.
Who's that, man? Oh, that's Ezalor, man. That's KOTL.
Yeah.
Gandalf, man. That's Gandalf. Sorry, guys. We're just kidding. We're just waiting for the game, and this is just a technical pause for both of
Actually,
the teams.
no statues for Dire though.
Okay.
Only the Radiant side.
Yeah.
All these
All
towers.
these auras and all these towers.
Yeah. Team veteran, of
Yeah.
course. There.
The Pudge is the position 4 for their lineup, and well, as we can see, they can set up the Pudge with the DK Dragon Tail or maybe the
Frostbite.
Frostbite or the Magnus Skewer into the bite.
I really wonder what is their idea behind getting the Huskar on quote-unquote a la carte Huskar. Because usually you go for something like an Oracle or a Dazzle with the Huskar, but it seems like Veteran will go for the quote-unquote a la carte Huskar this time.
Yeah.
Not sure how it will fare versus all of the crowd control that Kings does have. They also have immense amount of damage between their Dragonite, their Juggernaut, tons of physical damage as well.
The Empower also helps.
Definitely.
With the Juggernaut, and even the reverse polarity goes through the BKB if ever the team veteran goes for that item. Well, let's see. Again, team veteran going for their standard team fight composition with the epicenter and the vacuum into the wall.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's hard to deal with a dragon form illusion if you're a DK.
Yeah.
Even if you're up against a Darkseer. But let's see as we are now going into the game. Thank you so much for waiting, guys.
Yeah,
There
you
you
know, even the Juggernaut illusions are hard to deal with.
Yeah.
If the micro is good from the Darkseer, if it gets the Juggernaut, he will have that Juggernaut.
Extra crit, right?
Yeah, right up against his opponent. Probably something like a Crystal Maiden. That's gonna be a ton of damage onto that particular hero.
But right now, we can see an early group up session, the midnight session from Kings Esports, with Death leading his team onto the top side of the map.
And they get though. Kenji is here. Tet will actually pop the smoke.
Oh no, oh no.
That is not a tanky target though.
Hmm.
Oh, we'll miss it
They
completely.
will just get the bounty. And I'm suggesting that Kings Esports go for the runes into the bottom side for them to even out the gold.
Very deep
The
port,
early
though.
gold.
Well, it kind of allows Ted to have a little bit of vision so that when the opportunity comes, he can use the hook shot. The mid hook, I mean.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
The solo laner, so it seems. Well, Ted as well as...
Oh, they're
Yeah,
setting up for the Huskar, man.
They are.
They want this.
They want to completely destroy the laning for Huskar, so it seems.
Okay, let's see.
Because, yeah,
But
this is going to be a potent combination because the Berserker Blood is not yet going to be available. So
Yeah.
This Huskar will be very squishy, if ever.
But this is very risky, man. The Huskar can go toe-to-toe with 3 heroes. But just using those searing arrows, and the mid hook will miss. And there you go. They need to back up right now.
I'm not quite sure about that, though. Kind of wasted a little bit of their time.
Yeah.
And comes MPU, just
Who wants to get that career?
wants to get the career, but he's just gonna go ahead and take this creep wave for himself.
And farm. Okay, right now we can see the Crystal Maiden guarding his mid lane baby. I mean, babysitting Oh, nice hook shot from Ted. All right, there you go. First blood going into the hands of the Crystal Maiden with a Frost Nova. And there you have it. Yeah.
The first hook, the first meat hook.
Just like TI2, we see the punch. 1 minute 30 seconds into the game. Shut down the Huskar as soon and as much as possible to the game.
Meat hook actually is also pure damage.
Whoa.
Quite close.
Quite close. And nice ward from Insane to spot out the punch right there. And of course, the Sand King is there for the backup of the Huskar.
It's such a chaotic laning stage for both teams right now.
Yep.
No one getting the upper hand from each other.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
Actually hurts. But this kind of gives away a little bit for the Magnus as we're seeing right now. The
Hook shot will miss. Actually, that was a risky hook shot, man, because the Huskar has the double damage.
Exactly.
As we can see, Mobs now searing arrows, the burning spears, I mean, to the DK. Meanwhile, Killua is falling low here into the bottom lane against the Jakiro. Kenji, will the fire be enough? No. Killua will cure himself up by using the healing salve.
In comes the Dark Seer though. TP in from the
Crystal Maiden?
Doesn't have much mana though.
Okay.
It's not gonna be enough. Well, again, this gives a lot of farm for the Magnus.
In the top lane, right?
Lancer as well.
Yeah.
A lot of XP farm, I mean. Not much as far as farm goes. They caught this Dark Seer. The
Hookers!
search will be there and the hook will miss.
The hook will miss, indeed. There's the bar strike up. There you go. No mana for the Pudge. Uret uses the Frost Nova, and the Pudge is falling low. One more hit, and he will deny himself. Nice surge from the Darkseer to save. Rap, save me. But he's the one getting saved. But no Nova.
No. That was pretty close.
Yeah.
That, I mean, you can see it from a mile away that the Pudge will die, but was lucky enough to get the proc of the Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Correct.
From his rot. And actually, lots of confusing skirmishes in the early stages of the fight. Well, of course, we've noticed, we've saw this in the draft, that we both see it because of the skills of the teams.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are, sort of equally matched. Their mechanical skill is also at par with each other.
Yeah.
Of course, we know that they do have legit contention against each other.
Yeah.
This time though, as compared to the previous game, the Darkseer is having a great time. 21 CS.
Yeah.
Most CS from his.
But he doesn't even need it actually. He just want those. Just want the experience. But the last pixel on the hook shot, but no mana.
For Frostbite.
Yeah.
Man, that went through. That was amazing.
That was an amazing hook from the Pudge. But fortunately for the Crystal Maiden, doesn't have the third skill yet to get her the mana regeneration that she wanted. Meanwhile, as there are a lot of skirmishes happening throughout the map, here in the top lane, we can see Leo and Ryu just farming up themselves.
Passing each other. It's dual breath connecting onto the Magnus. It's out into safety. 1-for-1. As the Dragonite actually fell.
Another slow start for our series, Wolf, and now Killua is on 4th on the network chart. Meanwhile, PL is having the time of his life. No one contesting him in his farm. And actually, this is a very passive Huskar. As we saw in previous matches, whenever we see Huskar before the 3-minute mark, he always goes in.
Yeah.
But right now he's playing safe. But I think I'm spoken too soon, man.
Oh no.
You're just too risky. You're just overextending into the mid lane.
This is bad. The punch has overextended for sure. He will have to back down right now. So just a few ticks away. Fortunately, does have to deny it. CM as well. Might have overextended.
They can kill this.
There could be a potential bar strike. It will be there. And that's the kill on the Crystal Maiden.
Oh
It's very
man,
hard to take down a Huskar
a Huskar.
right now.
They need the Frostbite and the Crystal Nova whenever they go for the hook shot and go for the burst. But with that third skill from the Huskar plus the Flame Break, oh man.
Should have been. I don't think that you should have used the life
The
break.
ultimate, yeah, the life break, I'm
Because
sorry.
the HP was already far too low for the DK, so it's not as efficient. But I like the decision from this Huskar to get the Soul Ring, because it helps him get to the threshold of the Berserker Blood.
Yep.
Also, it gives him mana for the Inner Vitality.
Inner Vitality, and of course, unlimited amount of sustain because only heal, only mana
Yeah.
with the Soul Ring. A nice build
Yeah.
for the Huskar.
Yeah, a lot of strength as well, because it does build up with two components, two gauntlets
of strength.
Yeah, forgot what they're called. Up top, contest is just level 4 Magnus.
So as we can see, man, again, in our meta right now, the one who controls the mid controls the game. Even pro players are now analyzing that strategy,
identifying
that strategy,
the need for the mid.
The mechanical mid lane. Oh man, this is just a 50-50 game for the Pudge. You don't go for the hook pick off unless the Huskar is stunned.
Yeah. Wow. Was able to get the. Was really close. I thought that the Dragon Knight will not be able to get that last hit, but yeah.
And dude, even if they landed the hook shot, they can't even kill this guy right now. With the level 2 third skill,
Berserk. No.
that aura from the Huskar.
Yeah, the Berserker Blood.
No, that's not the Berserker's blood. Let's see. But again, that third skill can just save him. And with the level 1 Frost Nova and the Frostbite, won't do anything right now. Should have done that around 3 minutes ago. But now, I'm suggesting that Kings Esports, they need to rotate the other side of the map.
Yeah.
Let the Huskar be free. Let him be Huskar.
Yeah, because it's already over right now. This is a double Iron Shot, so much damage on Killua. Does have the
Slide.
But oh man,
Ooh, nice outplay for Mr. Killua.
Okay, that was a mistake for sure.
Yes.
By the side of veteran. I mean, after the Blade Fury, they should have run away, maybe split into two.
Yeah.
They just stacked up the damage from the Blade Fury, hoping for the best, and that is a big mistake on their part.
That was a level 4 Blade Fury from the Juggernaut, and
Yeah.
that is just a level 3 Sand King. Of course, they risked it all because the Sand King has the double damage.
Yeah.
But still, it's going to be the Juggernaut versus the PL in this ball game. Mistakes were made. On the side of Team
Definitely
Veteran.
mistakes were made.
Yes.
That shouldn't happen. Huskar
now.
is actually not farming as well as the Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
500, a lot. You know, the problem with Huskar that I really don't like is that subjective taking potential is not that high
Yeah.
compared to others.
It's just a pick-off type of
Yeah, he farms
hero.
heroes.
Yeah.
His farming isn't great as well.
Yeah.
Unless he gets a lot of kills.
And of
to
course,
start.
the Spudge also isn't having a good time because if you are a Pudge, you want to get those early kills,
nice.
just like this. Hook shot, but man, the burrow strike to get the bounty. Rap save me. Should have reserved that hook shot onto the bounty rune.
And I think he was aiming for it anyways, but it just so happens that the Sand King was there. Up top, they
And
will
this is bad news.
This Dragon.
Bad news for the Dragon Knight. The ice is bad. Being committed. Here comes pops that ultimate dragon up, but no Frost Nova and no Frostbite counter for the Crystal Maiden, and then still a stalemate into this game. Oh man. But in terms of map control into the dictation of team fights, Team Veteran are indeed the veterans.
You know, I think as far as stalemate goes, it's gonna favor Kings.
In the late game, right?
Yeah, because I think that the key factor for Veteran is to not have the stalemate. They kind of have to win
Every team
outright.
fight, yeah.
Team fight, as you mentioned. No, that is already the dismember available, and of course.
Oh, nice counter vacuum.
Man.
Sand King Burst Strike. Will
Open up
that
healing
survive
ward.
the heal, sir? Yeah, the healing ward.
Healing ward is
Will cure him out.
This is a terrible offlane for
The Darkseer.
for veteran. It looked to be good for the Darkseer for sure. He's farming heavily, he's contesting the Juggernaut. But when they tried to kill the Juggernaut, like twice already, that's when the failure starts. And it's gonna be it's slowly tilting in favor of Kings right now as far as net worth and momentum goes. It's because of these minor mistakes that they're making. And these minor mistakes, they pile up. You know, don't want to commit all of those.
Well, what's good, I mean, for the side of Veteran is that their PL is leading the net worth. Even though the Juggernaut is, I mean, let's say, ahead. I mean, toe-to-toe with the PL. I'm still choosing Illusions against the Omni Knight, Omni Slash.
Omni Slash, yeah, for sure. Only problem is if their power is already there.
There's the cleave damage.
The cleave damage is way too much.
Yeah. Well, let's see, because the Punch now has the Dismember. So this is an easy setup for maybe the Juggernaut to go in with his team, because as we've known, the Juggernaut is one of the mid-fight heroes who can take down heroes, of course. Go for gas.
They'll try to take out the Dragonite, but that is not an easy target at all. I like this lane adjustment from Kings. They parked the Dragonite up top, which is the best lane for himself because the Phantom Lancer can't do anything to the Dragonite because of how tanky it is. Free Fire messes up with the damage as well.
Yeah. I'm kind of just...
Oh, that hurts.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Oh no,
and while I'm saying this, okay, here comes a vacuum, but no wall being committed. Plus, there's going to be the Ice Pad, and the Phantom Lancer won't survive that dash ulti. Tet will fall off. Will fall down, I mean. Shoti, 1:1. But that's going to be in favor of Team Kings Esports, because that was a carry for a support.
Sand King doesn't have the ultimate. He's considering using his ultimate versus this
Juggernaut,
but of course, it's not an easy target.
Yeah.
A lot of ways to deal with the Epicenter, like Blade Fury, even the...
oh my! Yeah. This hit hook from that, but there's the Dismember, but he's getting burned down by the Stirring Spear. Burn it down, Mr. Insane. Oh, dude, death.
Let's go down. Goes down. So much damage that you can get out of this Huskar
again, man.
Nothing to be, you know, taken for granted. Damage, even the Magnus is hurting a lot. Fortunately, have healing ward.
If I'm not mistaken, the Burning Spear late game has been changed, right?
It
became pure damage talent, right?
It's a talent for that one. You just show. Yeah.
Burning Spear, pure damage. Oh man, in the late game. That really hurt.
There it is. But that is gonna require the Huskar to... The Huskar to get to level 25 though, which is not the easiest. Not the easiest of tasks.
Well, let's see. No. It's nighttime.
It is nighttime. There's the Shadow Blade on the Dragonite.
Yeah. 4 heroes are here, setting up in the mid lane for Kings. And now Rap saved me as the Sand King is just farming. He is 250 gold, 1,250 gold away from his Blink Dagger.
Oh no.
Then onto the bounty rune. Rap save me goes for the burst strike away. The hook shot is still present. Tet is picking his hook shot, and there you go. Shoot that hook onto the Sand King.
They will try to push this because they do have this siege creep with them.
It's a free mid tower.
Free mid tower in the shape for Sand King. Not too bad a deal. But they kind of need more. More gold for this Huskar. They need more items as well. And now the Juggernaut
has the Battle Fury.
The Battle Fury on top of the Empower. This is just way too much clean damage.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Very scary.
He doesn't even need the Omni Slash to deal with those illusions of the PL, and of course the Jakiro will fall down easily.
You know the interaction of Cleave, right?
Yeah.
So if he hits onto a target that's low armor,
Yeah.
that damage that he dealt on the hero will be dealt as well to the teammates.
Yeah.
For anyone beside him, right?
But
Shadow Blade tries to
Wicked.
run away. This Dragon Knight, the search and the Battle Strike will be there. He tries to run away.
Whoa.
Vacuum.
They
The
committed
stun.
the wall.
Oh.
They committed the wall for the extra damage.
Yeah.
But Tokyo will just TP out. Easy peasy.
The animation for Vacuum is way too long. That's why
Yes.
they weren't able to cancel the TP for the Dragon.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And now the next target will be the PL, man. Nice hook for 10. And it's now 8-5. 3 kills in favor for Kings Esports. But again, man, the micro play is in the hands. The macro play is in the hands of Team Veteran.
They're gonna push the top tier 2 tower. Magnus is from the backlines. There's the CM. There's the Ice Pack. Oh wow, bad connection on the Magnus. The RP. It's not gonna be used anymore. Hookshot will miss the vacuum into 3, but no wall, no stun. Actually, R trying to hold this Huskar, but does have the search. He gets away. No one dying from this skirmish. Kenji though is quite in a very bad spot.
There's a hook from the Pudge. Okay, there you go. The Jakiro is the main dish for Team Kings Esports. No towers for the side of a Team Veteran. That was just the plan, and they will back off. Nice pick off from King, from the Radiant side.
They didn't even need to commit their RP, so that's still pretty good for their side.
Oh my G, ladies and gentlemen, I'm guessing that we're having another 50-minute game because of the movements of teams.
Probably I think we get the game free.
Yeah, if this keeps going on, right?
Surely.
Well, let's see. I want to see that vacuum epicenter combo, which we didn't see in the last game. Meanwhile, here comes the Ice Pack and the Burst Strike for Mr. Kilua. Still has his, doesn't have his ultimate actually, but there you go. The counter RP is present, and that's going to be mega kill for the Juggernaut.
What a combination right there. I think that they communicated really well in that particular play. I think it was, I don't know who called the play, but they're saying that I'm gonna bait all the rotations and go for the red ball. Wait, it's the doppelganger just in the nick of time, but the skill ready.
But the Huskar is here from the back. Here we go. The vacuum into the wall, as you've said. Pops the test of appearance. Huskar burning spear onto the Magnus. But the damage from the Juggernaut gets saved by the Meathook of Death. Death will just sacrifice himself. And Kilua, oh man. He tried to fake out the Shadow Blade, but man, Veteran. Team Veteran is just too smart.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, those were back-to-back good plays from both teams. The first one was the double kill. I mean, the 2-man takedown by the side of Kings Gaming, but even better was the 4-man takedown by Veteran. I think that they planned it out perfectly well. They showed the Phantom Lancer, and they kind of know that the Phantom Lancer will survive with the Sliver of Health. It did.
Yes.
When that happened, the counter was there. They eliminated one target one by one, which is great. CM first, the next
Magnus,
next the Punch,
then
finally the Juggernaut, because the Juggernaut is quite elusive.
Yep, you're right. Speaking of CM, there's going to be an ice battle here in the bottom lane. The Jakiro will fall down. I mean, in the hands of the DK. Actually, if we're going to analyze the big picture, both of them actually are dependent on their ultis also. I mean, you have the Red Bull, you have the DK ultimate, the freezing field, but the threat of the picks, I mean, is much better from the side of Kings Esports, because you have the potential hook.
Yeah, the potential hook shot.
The meat hook, I mean, sorry.
And the Rev Ball alone is quite
very
big.
scary.
Very scary as well. Hook shot, it's not gonna land.
Yeah.
And that's a meat hook, by the way. Hook shot is from
Clockwork.
Right.
Oh man, this is looking bad for for Team Veteran. Kelua is just confident. There you go, epicenter to the ice pack. Vacuum into the wall, to the vacuum, to the wall. Plus the magnify.
Even the Magnus, they get free. Just like that, the chain stuns is just way too perfect from Team Veteran. And they layered it properly. There's the Burrow Strike actually connecting onto the Dragon Knight. 2 members remaining from
Ice Pack.
Is gonna. They don't wait just yet. He's gonna lay down a ward.
Combilicious combo.
You know they're maximizing their disables. And it's just a fraction of a second remaining. They lined it up perfectly well, and that's why they were able to get the kill on the jump.
Yeah.
That's a hard kill. But they made it anyway.
They made it, and Kelua is just too confident. Doesn't even have the BKB to dodge out those skills. Fronting, boxing out the Team Veteran, and now Rap Save Me is chasing Tokyo. Tokyo is just going slow, pops that BKB, and he will TP out. BKB TP, and you don't want to use your BKB if you're just going to TP out. That's a fresh 10-second BKB?
It is a fresh 10-second BKB. And the thing with 10-second BKBs is that they have long cooldowns. This means that the tier 2 tower top might be forced out by this side of Veteran. They don't have a fighting chance this game. This match, this skirmish, I mean.
Well, let's see, dude, because the RP is online.
They still have the ages, by the way.
But, man, dude, Kings Esports, they don't have any TPs.
Still way too early for that.
Juggernaut is walking.
And he's making the beeline towards the top lane.
Yeah.
They're laying down the sentries. They're slowly pushing, slowly sieging.
Hook shot. Mid hook. We mean.
Yeah. Was it always called the... it was always called the mid hook,
It
right?
was the mid hook.
Even from Dota 1.
Yeah.
Correct. And hook shot has always been
the best term.
Yeah.
Even in other games, hook shot is the best.
Oh, they spot out where Kelua is. Question is, will they have the damage? I think they will. Does still be there. Right clicks. And that is Kelua once again dead.
Kelua became Batosai, man.
Yeah, I mean, Kelua
reverses his sword.
And now... Oh, the hook shot is gonna big hook, I mean.
Nice hook. Oh, to the back, to the wall, to the ice back in your area.
And he survives. They take on 2. The buyback from the Crystal Maiden. 3 versus 5, and the Aegis is still in there. It's gonna be insane. Manning the front lines, the disarm onto the Dragon Knight.
Where's the damage? There's no damage.
BKB, they're trying to hammer down this Huskar, but he tries to fight. There's the skewer. He still survives. It's quite tanky this time.
Epicenter Earthquake is now present because Tokyo is the next target, ladies and gentlemen. Get low, plus you wreck.
Dieback.
Oh my G. Team Veteran on the verge of victory, on the verge of the championship. 2 heroes falling down in the side of King Esports.
Kelua will try to be cheeky with this Shadow Blade to get it on. He will not be able to do so, as just look at the damage coming out from this Huskar. There's the Dragonet with a buyback. Iceman connecting onto the punch. Are they gonna finish off on the kill? I think for the most part, the barracks is their primary target. They will have to close this one out.
He doesn't care for their feelings.
Ice back in the back, even the Battle Strike as well. The combination is there. There's the Red Bull committed on just the Huskar, but no damage whatsoever. Punch is gonna be in trouble as well as
it's over.
As well though, Dragon Knight.
It's over. They want to finish this. They want that championship. 50 seconds to the death timer of the DK. 36 seconds of the Juggernaut. What can they do? That was a beautiful setup from the Darkseer and the Sand King. Vacuum into the Burrow Strike. Burrow Q, as I can call it.
Even I think they had the mech or something for whatever, for a brief period of time. Even the wall, I mean, this is a wall that you can literally get through.
And there you go.
But they just put it to zone them out, and they know that it's
GG.
over.
Yes. Team Veteran is your champion, ladies and gentlemen, for the MOGUL Mayhem tournament, Dota 2 tournament, I mean.
Wow.
For our 4th month.
Wow. I mean, All right.
What a
It
way
all
to-
went.
to finish up.
What a way to finish with Huskar pick. But I think the biggest turning point was when they got the 4-man takedown up top. That's the first one.
Yes,
with the
yes.
vacuum into the wall. The second one was in the middle when they
The
were
vacuum to the wall.
vacuum into the wall, into Barrow Strike, into Ice Path. The chain stunts were real, and it all went downhill right
It
there.
all snowballed.
It all snowballed from there, especially after the two-time takedown of the Juggernaut, right? The
Yeah.
first one in the tier 1
He's
mid.
just too confident with his items without even having the BKB or maybe Lincoln Spear or maybe
Yeah.
Pipe of Insight to just survive those type of skills coming
Initiations.
out from Team Veteran. And
Yeah, he was far too reliant on his Blade Fury, I guess.
congrats to Team Veteran. And I'm just guessing that they are a Filipino team because
No, they're not. They're not.
Oh, they're not.
They're not. Yeah, I confirmed from
Okay.
from Don Land
I
Gates.
yeah,
They're
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it for the day.
That is it for today,
We
guys.
had
And
8 games in total.
thank you so
Who
much,
would have
guys, for watching, and of
Yeah.
course, big shout outs to the production team that we
To
have
the new
right now.
production team,
And yeah,
to Mr. Isaiah, to
Isaiah
Isaiah Thomas,
What are you saying? To
Isaiah
Mr.
Thomas.
Richard
and
and
to Mr. Richie Rich,
Mr. Ad
Yeah.
Ad
Mr. AD,
80
Mr. AD, and
All
Mr.
aboard.
AL to the O.
Ender,
Ender's Game is also
Marvin Liu.
present. Yeah.
and of course Zen Angeles.
Oh yes, the best talent manager
Ever.
of all esports.
Of course,
Zen Angeles.
big thanks to MET, Mineski Events
Of
Team, for
course.
organizing this event, Esports Mogul as
Yeah.
well, and Mineski TV overall. And thank you for all those who viewed the Mogul Mayhem tournament for today.
Thank you so much. It was indeed a pleasure
Yeah.
having you guys, and I'm just so speechless right now. My